Okay. Alright, so I'm recording. Okay, today, pretty much all day, I messed around with trucks and hay. That truck didn't start this morning and run, so I ended up going and buying kerosene to dump down in a fuel tank, and changed out the filters with and I filled them with kerosene and fired it up, and it ran pretty good. So, I guess the fuel blending in New Jersey sucks, because that fuel, it was, 2 degrees this morning, and that fuel in that truck was gelled. I don't buy fuel at the same place that Carl buys fuel. This truck, I didn't even plug in, but I spun her over, and she fired right off like there was no problems. You know why? Because there was no problems. The truck runs. That Mack. You want a truck that runs in the cold, then buy yourself a Mack truck. I don't have any problems with that truck. It's a good truck. Anyway, so here's my Western Star, and I have a little bit of a dilemma with this thing. It's not really a dilemma, and but there it is. These are winterized, by the way, so don't complain about them sitting outside. I didn't show it on video, but they are. Anyway, so here's my Western Star. I think it's the Stratosphere Starlight Sleeper. I think it's a 4900, if I'm correct. That's when it was built. It was built in 2005, and but anyways, the batteries are up, and it will start. I mean, this truck will start up and run without any problems. I had it running the other day when it was it was a little over freezing, but I'm not going to attempt it now because it's sat now for about a week and a half. But I moved it and I drove it, and it was sitting there. Now I moved it around and it's sitting there. You can see where it hasn't even, well, it did snow on it since I did that. But I'm selling this truck, and you know, of course, you want to get as much out of a truck as you can, and I'm no exception. I don't want to give away a truck that has new tires on the back. Now, the Mack, I would love to put these new tires on the Mack truck and just move the old junk tires to this one that are on there, but these are 24-inch tires. These are 11R 24.5s, which changes the ratio, and, you know, it just could be a real pain in the ass. I'd really be speeding down the road, but these tires are new. They don't have many miles on them at all. New airbags all the way around, new brakes and drums, miles and miles of brake pad on there. I mean, those shoes are awesome. I had those professionally done. I didn't do them myself. I just sent Carl out into Piscataway where they put air in the tires, or yeah, air in the tires, where they put the brakes on. These were overhauled. These are remanufactured rear ends, differentials. So they were remanned. The drive shaft is redone when I put a new transmission. It's got a 13-speed transmission, and that's a rebuilt transmission. It's got somewhere around 150 to 200,000 miles on it. I can't remember what the date on them was. When you get up here to the engine is underneath there. It is a Cat Acert C15. I have a new radiator in there, by the way. I have 2 new turbochargers on the engine, and a new charge air cooler that worked. You know, that just needed to be done, and is brand new. Everything on the truck works well. This has this clear drain system in it, which works very well. What happens is every 5 minutes it blows off for like 15 seconds or 5 seconds. So every 15 minutes it blows off for 5 seconds or 15 seconds or something like that. It just dumps the air. And when you shut the truck off, it drains the air out of the tanks. I don't get moisture in my airlines with that clear drain system. Those work really well. If you're a trucker and you're looking for a system that works, if you're not happy with the old Meritor type like is on the Mack truck, and I would replace the one on the Mack with this, because I think that works better. Carl doesn't think so, but I do. I'm not a truck driver, though. I'm just a farmer that drives truck. So anyways, this truck is for sale, and I had made a deal with a guy, and it was $6,000 for the truck. That's all. I don't care. $6,000. I'd be more than happy to have it in my hands and the truck can go down the road. With all the new things that are on here, I'd be a fool to do it, but I just need to I just need the truck to go down the road. The only reason that I'm getting rid of this truck was because I rebuilt the Mack truck and I don't need all these trucks. The Mack truck pulls the load just as good as this Western Star. Well, not quite as good. This is a 475 horsepower truck, whereas the Mack is a 427 horsepower. So, anyways, this guy, he wants the truck, or supposedly wants the truck. I'm starting to doubt this very much right now, because this has leather heated seats and everything, and it's really a nice truck. He told my driver today that he doesn't want to put it on a low boy. So I'm like, okay, well, we can drive it up on a low boy. It is low enough. He's going to use the engine, transmission, and rears for a glider, and that's it. So who cares, what happens to it? The sleeper's not as high as what the Mack is, so I just cut the top of those pipes off there, and then he could put it on a low boy, or we put it on the low boy, take the wheels off, drop it onto a block of wood. But he told my driver, Carl, that he didn't want to jack it back up again to put the wheels on to get it off the low boy, which to me sounds like bullshit. Like bullshit. It's kind of aggravating me. Then the other wonderful thing that he said was, I told Carl, I said, hey, just tell him to register the damn thing with a temporary tag. They cost like $25. That's it. $25, you get yourself a temporary tag. The insurance for that day, because you're only going to use it for 7 or 8 hours to get it home. Well, you're only going to use it for 4 hours to get it home on that temporary tag. It's like $150. So for $175, you get to drive the truck home. All the way home. And it'll go. It'll go like a raped ape, They do. That truck runs. It's got new batteries in it too, by the way. So he told Carl that he didn't want to pay the sales tax when he went to register the truck. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about, sales tax? You don't pay sales tax on commercial trucks. Anything that's registered over 18,000 pounds or 17,500 pounds, 18,000 pounds, whatever. Yeah, I think it's 18,000 pounds. You don't pay sales tax on. So I'm pretty much disgusted. I think the guy's blowing smoke up Carl's ass and my ass too, because I just want the truck to go. I don't care about sales tax. If it were me, I would just pull a plate off of, say, that truck and put it on that truck and drive the fucker down there. And that'd be the end of it. That would be the end of it. I would drive it. Just don't act like a moron on the highway. Take your time. You'll get there. Nobody's ever going to complain. And that's the end of it. That's just the end of it. That's the kind of outlaw that I am, but, whatever. Anyway, I guess I've talked about that Western Star enough. And I got another guy that was interested in it for $8,500. $8,500. I'm okay with $8,500. If the guy wants to give me more money, that $8,500, well, shit, that sounds good to me. So, anyway, I was holding off on the $8,500 guy because I had already sold it to the one guy for $6,000. I have no money in my hands, but I had already made a deal with a guy for $6,000. So I am holding off on the $8,500 guy. So after today, with the I don't want to pay the sales tax bullshit, I took the pictures and I sent them off to the $8,500 guy, and the $8,500 guy called right back. He's like, what year is it? And, told him that, and, he's more than likely or most likely going to come up with the money. So the $6,000 guy can kiss my ass, because I hate being jerked around. You're getting a deal for $6,000, a steal for $6,000. That truck will drive from here to California and back. But other than that, I guess I'm done ranting, because it annoys me. It annoys me, just like the Combine, okay? The Combine, that kid, he paid me $800. I give him all the information, and that thing's going to go. There's no complaints, no problems. That thing, I'm happy with that deal. And that's a Combine. It's 11.5 feet high. They're going to haul it home. There's not going to be an issue. So, anyways, I'm done ranting. I gotta throw my trash away, and then I'm going home because I'm tired. I'm tired and cold. I mean, I'm chilled right straight down to the bone. So, anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out Ag Talkin' Raw. That'll be tomorrow's video, too. Woohoo!